Hey, what's going on, everyone? J-Hysteria back again for another Funkotastic Friday. It is now December, and so I'm been trying to figure out what to do for December. Should I do jolly characters? Should I do most Christmas-like characters that I have? But instead, the overall popular vote, I believe, in my head, from based on the pops that I own, just go with the most festive of them all. The most always like cheerful, except for when the moment calls for somebody that needs to be serious. And these characters, I'm telling y'all now, they get real serious. And if you haven't seen from my Instagram, if you haven't followed me yet, go there now at J-Hysteria23. Be pretty good thing. Get alerts of to when I start posting, and usually get like an hour update to like give you a chance to assume and guess like which pop might be reviewing on. And then I'll post also, once I post a video on YouTube, I'll announce it on Instagram saying, hey, this video's up now, go check it out. But yeah, based on my hint from Instagram today, if you couldn't tell, we were talking about All Might from My Hero Academia. So the backstory for My Hero Academia is the story follows a kid named Izuku Midoriya. He lives in Japan, and he's just an everyday kid, and he loves superheroes. He literally has notebooks, like 13 volumes, I believe, of notebooks, just filled with notes and drawings of heroes and their quirks, their main moves, what kind of enemies they can defeat, their weaknesses, stuff like that. And his main favorite is All Might, the big guy himself, the symbol of peace and justice in My Hero Academia, and he stands to that title. Basically, the story goes along. Everybody has these things called quirks, and quirks are what give people superpowers. Like All Might, he has quirks, but nobody can ever guess what it really is. Is it super strength? Is it this and that, these and those? Nobody knows. Only he knows, and a select few people know. And sadly, Zuku didn't have a quirk. He was never going to be able to get a quirk. And so that kind of broke his heart because his main dream was to become a superhero. And lo and behold, one day he runs into All Might after being attacked by a slime monster. All Might saves him. Izuku holds on to him after All Might defeats the sludge monster without All Might's knowing, and so they land. And while Izuku's admitting to All Might that while I may not have a quirk, can I become a hero? And All Might drops the bomb saying, like, I'm afraid not, kid. You won't ever be able to become a hero without a quirk. And of course, at the same time, All Might's power starts to dissipate. Like, he starts to lose his strength. And while Izuku's not paying attention, All Might returns to his normal state, which is his, like, weakened and, like, skinny and just, like, sick-looking state. And of course, Izuku freaks out because then it's proven that All Might never had a quirk. His quirk was given to him by his former trainer, Nana Shimura. And this quirk's ability is called One For All. Basically, the way a One For All works, one person can share this ability to one other person, another person. They can keep passing it on. And with each person that passes on, a new ability is gained, and like they can perfect it. It's kind of like the Rasengan from Naruto series. Like Minato, Naruto's father, created the Rasengan. Jiraiya made a stronger version of the Rasengan, the like big ball Rasengan, and it lives to its title. It's a giant ball that can probably drill through a mountain, theories have said. And in Naruto, it creates the Rasen Shuriken, which he can throw the Rasengan. He doesn't have to hold and slam into the enemy. He can throw it from a distance. But less about Naruto, more about My Hero Academia. Basically, I chose this character because as a simple piece, and you can see his main detail there, his big smile, that is All Might's like thing. He is always smiling, no matter the situation, because he needs to be the symbol of peace that people can look to, no matter what kind of how bad the situation is, no matter how many people have been lost or how many villains are just absolutely destroying the area. All Might's smile will be there to light the way and show that he has no fear. But in reality, All Might is always frightful, but he knows that as a hero and as the symbol of peace, he has to push on beyond his limits in order to protect those and keep the hope in the people to believe that there will always be a hero no matter what. And I love that because while his quirk isn't technically his, it was given to him from another, and he was quirkless in the beginning, he still shows that he is one of the most committed heroes by far, and that's what makes him choose Izuku Midoriya, also known as Deku in the series, chooses him in order to take on One For All and basically perfect it in his own way, because Deku's just like him. He's quirkless. He wants to be more than just what he's basically limited to, and he sees that this kid is truly committed to it all. But All Might, he's absolutely powerful. One For All gives him an immense amount of strengths, and like I said, he can basically blow up his body to like make himself look muscular. In the show, he describes it as, you know how when a fat guy's at a pool and there's a pretty girl nearby, he'll suck in his stomach to make his chest look bigger. Basically, that's what he uses One For All for, not only to increase his strength, but to increase his stature and look. And it works out, because nobody really knows except for Deku, his former master, who sadly passed away, Gran Torino, who's a retired hero that basically trained him and Deku how to kind of control their power in order to like aim it, not just blow it out of the water. And a couple of the teachers at UA, which is the University of like Hero Academia, basically, where all the heroes go to train and get their permits in order to legally fight as heroes. There are vigilantes in this universe as well, but they haven't made it to the show yet. It's mainly been a manga series called My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Go read it now. Not a promoted video, by the way. At one point during a training phase, all the students of Class A, which is Deku's class, were being attacked by Pro League villains, and they were led by Shigaraki. I forget his full name, but basically he has the ability to like make anything he touches with his hands decay at an alarming rate. And so basically it's about 20 high school students with quirks, including Deku with his One For All ability, taking on at least like an army of like 50 villains. 3 of them are like absolutely powerful. One of them, Nomu, who is a genetic experiment created to basically beat All Might. Like, he is able to take on All Might's quirks and then have enough fighting attack and power to kill or even destroy All Might. And at one point, All Might pops in with a bunch of other pro-level heroes to stop the villains, and Shigaraki told Nomu, kill the kids, he's too much of an annoyance. So Nomu's going for Deku. All Might comes in, he's just angry, like he loses a smile, he keeps his teeth all clenched together, but he gets a frown, and nobody's ever seen All Might angry, so this was a big deal. And so everybody was starting to get real scared, like, oh crap, All Might's not happy, he's not smiling, what's going on? He's angry, he's pissed. And so he takes on Nomu. And this is like one of the earliest quotes in the show. I'm still kind of going through the series. I've still yet to watch season 3. I've read that far ahead in the manga, but I still am waiting on the dubbed version of the series to come out. I know subbed is, OG, you gotta go sub, but I like to be able to watch it and not have to read at the same time, But anywho, he was fighting Nomu, and Nomu's created to be able to kill him. And at this point, he's already injured. He's starting to bleed out his side. And he's starting to reach his limit to how long he can keep in this form for the day and how long he can use his powers. It's about 3 hours a day that he can hold that state with it before he has to go back to his normal weakened state. And he's just like going over the clock now. And when he's fighting Nomu, he realizes that Nomu can take him on at 100%. So he decides, I'll go beyond 100%. And with each attack is a super attack. And this guy's already going full speed, like hard to like see with the naked eye. And All Might's just going with every strike as fast as he can, is his beyond 100% of each hit. So he's giving all of his beyond all of his strength in each punch. And these punches are moving too fast for people to be able to see. And so this speech that he gives out just left chills in my body, because like not only was it like reading the manga dramatic, but then watching it colorized and then like highly detailed and actually moving around with explosions and things being destroyed and being thrown around like a rag doll. Oh man, it was insane. But yeah, he basically just starts talking to Nomu while fighting him. He's just like, now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! And he slams him right into Nomu's stomach. Plus Ultra! Explosion. Nomu flies off through the ceiling of this coliseum that everybody's like training in, and he's still going through the clouds, and then he does like a little ding, disappears into the freaking atmosphere. Oh man, that was awesome. Just seeing Nomu explode through All Might's punch. Plus Ultra! God, I tell you, it's still giving me goosebumps now, man. But when he says plus ultra, that means that's basically like his catchphrase for the students at Hero Academy. And basically what that means is like, be awesome, be the best. And he's telling what it really means. He's showing Nomu what it really means. He's showing everybody in this Coliseum what it really means to go beyond plus ultra, because he was already the symbol of what plus ultra is, constantly destroying enemies in one hit or even less, literally, man. And then he shows that he can go beyond plus ultra, and he absolutely killed it. Man, I'm telling you, I'm so happy to have this pop, and I also have his weekend state pop, and it looks hilarious compared to this one. But yeah, no, that's this is the first episode of Festo Funkotastic Friday. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to see more of my videos. I'll be posting again next Friday, probably at an earlier time, just because this 8 o'clock schedule has been kind of iffy with both my work and then like the timing of it all. And it just seems like kind of late for people that actually want to see the videos. So if it's alright with y'all, I'll be posting a little bit earlier. I'll give y'all an update on Instagram as to when I'll start, as to what time I'll start posting them normally on Fridays. But yeah, no, this is part 1 of Festo Funkotastic Friday. Thank y'all again for joining me, and I'll be seeing y'all next time.